Stephen A. Smith is never one to shy away from controversy, but what just happened is on a whole new level.
Lyles is the American sprinter who won gold in a very close 100-meter dash. He later won bronze in a 200-meter dash, an event where he was favored. However, it was revealed that Lyles ran the event with COVID after testing positive a few days earlier. Now Lyles is no stranger to controversy, just in case y'all didn't know. You may recall he made headlines last year for calling out the NBA for using the term world champion.
In a fiery segment that aired just minutes ago, Smith didn't hold back as he launched into a blistering critique of Noah Lyles.
You know, the thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA Finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world.
Known for his passionate takes, Smith's latest commentary is making waves, leaving fans and analysts alike in shock. What could have possibly triggered such an intense reaction from the ESPN personality? The sports world is buzzing, and you're about to find out why.
We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
As for USA basketball, they shared this tweet after beating France for the gold medal on Saturday. Quote, "Are we the world champions now?" End quote. It's all in fun. It's no big deal. And I'm not going to make this out to be a big deal. But when you talk as much smack as Noah Lyles does.
Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back when he went after Noah Lyles, and his critique is lighting up the sports world. The target of Smith's fiery words. Lyles' recent comments about American sports leagues referring to themselves as world champions. Lyles argued that since NBA teams don't compete internationally, they shouldn't be calling themselves world champions, a statement that has stirred up quite a debate.
We don't want to hear about COVID. I know his team's making a big deal about it. I mean, he won bronze in the 200-meter, all right? He withdrew from the 4x100-meter relays because he was sick. Certainly nobody is questioning the legitimacy of his illness or anything like that. I certainly don't mean to imply that. And Noah Lyles is somebody to be celebrated.
Smith, known for his bold opinions, found Lyles' remarks both controversial and misleading. He pointed out that the NBA is widely considered the pinnacle of basketball talent globally, drawing the best players from around the world, including Europe, Asia, and Africa. According to Smith, Lyles' comments disregard the fact that NBA teams, by attracting top-tier international players, essentially create a global competition right on American soil.
But so is Team USA. Why would you throw shade on that? Do you have any idea how many international players bless the NBA? Jokic is a 3-time league MVP. Where's he from? Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league. Where's he from? Manu Ginobili for years starred in San Antonio. Where's he from? Joel Embiid is from Cameroon.
Furthermore, Smith delved into Lyles' achievements, emphasizing that while Lyles is an outstanding sprinter and Olympic gold medalist, he might not fully grasp the intricacies and cultural significance of the NBA's global influence. Smith suggested that Lyles' perspective might be too narrow, focusing solely on track and field structure, which is inherently international, unlike basketball, where the NBA's dominance is undisputed.
I mean, when you look at stars that have blessed the NBA, when you look at the fabric of the NBA rosters, you see players from all over the world blessing rosters. That's why they can call themselves world champion, because the best that the world has to offer in the sport of basketball find themselves participating in NBA competition, Noah Lyles.
The exchange is now the talk of the sports world, with fans and commentators taking sides. Some agree with Lyles' purist view, while others, like Smith, defend the NBA's right to the title of world champions. What's clear is that this debate is far from over, and it has everyone from basketball legends to everyday fans weighing in. Stephen A. Smith's latest takedown of Noah Lyles is yet another example of why he's one of the most talked about figures in sports commentary today.
But I am not reaching out to anyone asking for money, so please do not send money to these.
Jason Momoa just revealed a shocking truth about Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey is not a new name in Hollywood. She doesn't need any introduction, as she has become one of the most successful talk show hosts. Oprah is a media mogul, a philanthropist, but everyone who seems to have had an encounter with her keeps saying behind her warm smile and inspiring words, there's this part of her we don't know about. From heated exchanges with celebrities like Angelina Jolie and Ludacris to accusations of manipulation and insensitivity. But what's more shocking now and unbelievable is what Jason Momoa, our Aquaman, disclosed about Oprah following the Maui fire incident.
I wanted to inform everyone that there's been some people on Instagram pretending to be me, asking for money.
You know, everything is not shown on camera, so what's really going on behind the scene? And what did Jason finally expose? Join us in this video as we share this revelation. The unbelievable revelation about Oprah Winfrey. Two of Hollywood's most beloved stars, Jason Momoa and Oprah Winfrey, have been making headlines recently. But this time, it's not for their latest projects or philanthropic efforts. Instead, it's for a shocking revelation that has left us stunned. Oprah is well known for her tough but fair interviews and has had her share of celebrity feuds over the years. Oprah's reputation has faced numerous challenges. However, nothing could have prepared us for her latest controversy, a shocking incident involving the Maui wildfire incident that has sparked outrage and accusations of displacement and insensitivity towards indigenous communities, with none other than Jason Momoa leading the charge. The Aquaman star recently opened up about his experiences with Oprah, revealing a shocking truth that has left fans reeling. How true is this? And what exactly did Oprah do this time? Keep watching to find out. It's not a new thing for Oprah to find herself at the center of controversy and serious drama. Over the years, she has had her heated arguments with different celebrities. This is much expected. But Whitney seems to be the problem all the time. Many fans said they liked her at first, then she changed. Like in the case of Angelina Jolie, Winfrey was left surprised when Angelina refused to donate for a project. It was during her launching of Oprah Winfrey Academy for Girls in South Africa that she was expecting Angelina's support because she loves to take part in projects like that one. She was known for her humanitarian work, but surprisingly, she turned Oprah down. Many said it's because Oprah took sides with Jennifer Aniston, and Angelina happened to be with Jennifer's ex-husband, fair enough, but their relationship has been hostile since then. Another one was with Rachel Ray. According to sources, the two had a heated exchange where Oprah allegedly accused Rachel of using racist language in a conversation. But when confronted about the incident, Rachel Ray denied ever having such a conversation with Oprah. But insiders claim that the tension between the two has been building for years, with Oprah taking issue with Rachel's use of certain language. Oprah felt that Rachel was being insensitive and dismissive of the struggles faced by people of color. The incident has left fans and the public divided, with some supporting Oprah's stance and others defending Rachel's character. We didn't even know whose side to be on anymore. One thing was certain. After these incidents, the Rachel and Oprah relationship was forever gone. Whatever they shared, that was the end. Oprah's case with Chris Pine left everyone shocked. Her reputation for speaking her mind has sometimes led to friction with some of Hollywood's A-list. One of such is with Chris Pine, the Star Trek actor known for his charming on-screen presence. Oprah and Chris had a tense encounter with Pine. Details of the encounter remain scarce, as Chris Pine has remained tight-lipped about the incident. He refuses to talk much about it. He said he didn't want to say much about it, so he wouldn't end up saying things he might regret. In all speculations and fans talking, Chris Pine has continued to maintain a dignified silence on the matter. His refusal to engage in a public feud has only added to this, leaving fans wondering what really happened between them. Oprah never stops to make headlines. And again, guess who left with a sour taste in his mouth in Oprah's show? It was rapper and actor Ludacris. He came on the show to promote a movie. Ludacris felt that Oprah had unfairly edited their conversation to make it seem like he was endorsing her views, while omitting his own thoughts and opinions. Ludacris was reportedly taken aback by the editing, feeling that Oprah had manipulated their conversation to suit her own agenda. Yes, it was her show, but certain things should be done properly. He said he initially came to the show to promote the film and not talk about his rapping career, but Oprah didn't seem to be going on the same path. And now, it's Jason Momoa's turn. The actor, who has been vocal about his love for his home state of Hawaii, recently spoke out about the devastating fires that have been ravaging the island of Maui. The fire that ravaged the island of Maui left a trail of destruction and heartbreak. The flames swept through the land with unrelenting force. The devastation is almost unimaginable. Homes reduced to ashes, families displaced, and livelihoods lost. The emotional toll is just as severe, with many residents struggling to come to terms with the loss of their beloved island paradise. Jason made headlines following the video he posted, telling tourists to stay away from Maui following this devastated wildfire. He emphasized the need for locals to have access to essential resources without the burden of tourists during this critical time, and surprisingly, Oprah happens to purchase a property. Jason's issue is with Oprah's decision to purchase a house in Maui, which he feels has displaced indigenous communities still reeling from the devastating fires. He believes that Oprah's purchase has further marginalized the native people, who are struggling to recover from the disaster. And that's not all. Jason's annoyance is also on Oprah, and Dwayne acts on camera, speaking of donating money concerning this incident. He clearly stated that it's deeply heartbreaking and disgusting to know that there are people attempting to take advantage of this tragedy. In his opinion, he sees it as pure evil and a way of stealing money from the poor.
On Instagram, pretending to be me, asking for money. Pure evil, in my opinion.
Not mentioning names, he clearly called them scammers. But we know he was talking about Oprah and Dwayne Act, because who else came out talking about donations? Oprah said she has created the People's Fund of Maui that will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it. It got many people talking, saying it is a phony SOS for making money. Many even say Oprah alone could help the survivors rebuild and still have more money than she could ever spend if she really wanted to help. This recent incident has got the public talking and even citing other incidents, including her shows, with many saying she wasn't even generous, and she had other companies and people donate the things she gave away on her shows. This controversy has shown the complex issues surrounding celebrities. Jason Momoa will continue to use his platform to bring attention to the causes he cares about, even if it means ruffling a few feathers along the way. Fans have expressed their disappointment, stating that they initially admired Oprah but felt she had changed over time. Some have criticized her for being hypocritical, citing instances where she preached empathy and understanding, but failed to practice what she preached. Others have accused her of using her platform to publicly shame and humiliate those she disagrees with, rather than engaging in constructive dialogue. It seems like no matter what Oprah Winfrey does, she can't escape the scrutiny of the public eye. Is it just that Oprah's unapologetic commitment to speaking her truth and living her life on her own terms is what sparks the flames of criticism? Maybe she is just a complex, multifaceted human being worthy of understanding. What do you think of Oprah? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more. Also, click on the next video shown on your screen. You will enjoy it. Caitlyn Clark's millionaire lifestyle includes living in a luxury home, driving expensive cars, and enjoying designer clothes. She often takes lavish vacations, attends exclusive events, and hosts high-profile gatherings, reflecting her success and wealth.
I'm wearing Armani dress, Versace shoes, Versace bag, Tiffany bracelets, and Tiffany necklace, Cartier earrings.
Here's a moment when Caitlyn Clark is seen wearing high-end brands, demonstrating her refined taste and preference for luxury fashion.
I went with Prada. I think Prada's like very me, very like, I don't know. I'm a pretty simple girl, but Prada's never dressed a WNBA player or NBA player for the draft, so it's very fun. Got the simple white and then sparkly on the inside. But yeah, really fun. Got the bag, got the slick shoes, so yeah.
Caitlyn Clark has been making history both on and off the court.
Caitlyn Clark is making history both on and off the court. The 22-year-old athlete stepped out in a monochromatic Prada set for the WNBA draft, making her the first athlete the Italian luxury fashion house has dressed, male or female, for the NBA or WNBA draft.
Great day for some golf. I never golf this early in the morning.
She grew up in Des Moines, where she spent countless hours playing golf and honing her skills on the local courses.
I grew up in Des Moines and I played there a ton. And honestly, I try to get back there as much as I can to play with my family. My dad plays a lot, my older brother plays a lot. So, you know, it's super fun. Today we're here, Finkbine Golf Course, 2v2 scramble, me and Spence versus Will and Kate. Me and Spence obviously gonna win, so here we go. We're very competitive people. We love to compete, whether it's on the basketball court or if it's out here. I think it just adds a fun element to golf.
People who know Caitlyn often say that she is incredibly goofy and always making jokes, bringing a lighthearted vibe to any situation.
They would probably just say I'm like super goofy. Like I just make like, I don't know, jokes all the time. And I don't think people always understand that. Like when I'm on the court, like I'm competitive. I'm like passionate.
When she's off the court, Caitlyn understands that life is about more than just basketball.
But like when I'm off the court, like I understand like there's more to life than just basketball, and you like get that. Like there's more to life than wrestling. Like just understanding that and enjoying every single day. And like as you know, college goes fast. Like it can't be all serious all the time. So
Caitlyn doesn't collect shoes, but she still owns a lot of them.
I don't collect. I have a lot of shoes. I have a lot of like kind of like trendy shoes, like Nike shoes. My mom gets mad when I buy new pairs, but like, here's the thing. My mom loves shoes too, so I probably get it from her.
Yeah, you do.
She says the shoes tie the outfit together. So I'm like, whenever she's like, Caitlyn, you have to stop buying shoes. I'm like, Mom, you have no room to talk. And then she just laughs. But yeah, honestly, like we get a lot of shoes from Iowa, basketball and tennis shoes. So like, I don't need to buy shoes, but you know, everybody needs some good pairs of shoes.
What kind of shoes does Caitlyn wear for basketball?
When you pick your shoe for basketball, do you go the Kobe's? Do you go the Jordans? What is your shoe?
Recently, KD's.
Okay.
His latest one, those were very comfortable. It's probably my favorite. They're almost like a mid-sole one, so they weren't low, but they weren't high. So like kind of protected your ankle a little more. I had quite a few pairs of those this year. It was really fun. I had a really good time. I thought I did a little better on the front nine. Wasn't as tired. Kind of got really tired on the back nine, but it was really fun. I appreciate all the Hawkeye fans that were out there today. A lot of people that support the Hawks, support women's basketball, so that was super cool to see. But just enjoying it because it's different for me. This is a little out of my comfort zone.
It's particularly special for Caitlyn to face off against the Ryder Cup captain in a golf match, as it presents a unique opportunity to compete against a prominent figure in the sport.
So just tried to have fun with it, and obviously when you get to golf against, the Ryder Cup captain, not many people get that opportunity, so it's pretty special.
What do you do outside of basketball?
Oh, well, during basketball season, I don't have a ton of time, but my favorite spring, summer activity is golf. Yeah, I love to go play.
I'm sure you're not competitive at all.
No, I'm not competitive at all. I obviously just like to do it because it's fun, and why else would I do it? I just love to go out there. If I have a bad hit, I don't care at all. But no, I'm super competitive, and honestly, we have a couple other girls on the team that like to play, a couple coaches that like to play, managers, so it gets competitive. It's usually not like us just all going out there and shooting our own score. It's 2v2, best ball. It's obviously going to be competitive in some way. So I would say that's my favorite activity when I'm not in basketball season. I remember getting my first set of golf clubs for one of my birthdays when I was really young. My dad got it for me. It was an all pink bag, all pink clubs, and my dad would always take me when we were younger. I probably started playing golf when I was 3rd or 4th grade. I mean, I was terrible. I couldn't hit it off the ground, but I loved doing anything that was competitive. So even though I was bad, I just kept really working hard at it.
What time's the alarm normally set for Caitlyn Clark's world?
I like that. Well, during school, I'd probably get up 8:30 every day. Depending on when I had class, I had 8 a.m.s twice a week. But other than that, probably 8:30. But now that I'm home and I have nothing, I've been sleeping until 9:30 every day. I feel
Embrace it while you can.
I feel like a bum when I get out of bed. I'm like, I wasted half the day, Mom. Why didn't you wake me up?
No, that's your body telling you need it. Trust me.
It's been good.
What is your favorite season and why?
Ooh, I'd go fall. Just because, I love summer and I love winter, but just the two combined. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. Football, basketball is just starting up again. It's my favorite. Outside is just so beautiful. It's definitely my favorite.
Caitlyn usually replies to her family's texts as quickly as possible, making sure to stay connected and maintain strong relationships despite her busy schedule.
I usually just text my family back as fast as I can, but other than that, I usually am off my phone for quite a bit after the game because we have media and stuff like that, but I'm usually not in a rush to respond to people and stuff.
You guys are all going to dinner as a team. Who are you waiting on the longest to get ready?
Honestly, Monica. She's kind of slow sometimes. Yeah.
If you had a hypothetical kid, who would you not let babysit that kid?
Hannah Stolke, for sure. A lot of people probably said me, though, but I'm really good with kids. We have a lot of babies in the program. Coach Abby just had a baby, and strength coach did. And I love being around them. I take care of them, but I'm going Hannah Stolke.
Why is that?
Just kind of all over the place. Freshman, hasn't really figured it out yet. Probably one of the funniest people I've ever met. But with a kid, I don't know.
Her satin miniskirt and jacket, bedazzled tube top, and black pumps were well received by many, including Caitlyn's boyfriend, Connor McCaffrey. Responding to a fan on X when asked his reaction to Caitlyn's slam dunk fit, Connor dropped 3 emojis, including the jaw-dropping and drooling face. Caitlyn responded a simple teary-eyed emoji. The college basketball it girl was the #1 draft pick and was picked up by the Indiana Fever.
When she was younger, she was terrified of cats, often feeling uneasy around them and avoiding them whenever possible.
When I was younger, I was terrified of cats. I can deal with them a little now.
A little.
I don't really love them anymore, but I do not like cats.
Why?
What freaks you out about them?
There was this really mean one on my street growing up. So its name was Jinx, and it was black with green eyes, and I just did not like that thing. So to my neighbors, if you hear this, I'm sorry. Jinx just wasn't my favorite.
Jinx went missing. We have no idea what happened.
Yeah.
So you tell all the roommates, no cats allowed, right?
Heck no. My roommate, I'm roommates with Kylie, who's on our team too.
Yeah.
She would never get a cat. I think she knows I don't like cats. I'm a huge dog person.
Are you a dog person?
Huge dog person. We have a golden retriever at home.
Honestly, I watch a lot of golf. I think over the years, definitely Jordan Spieth's probably my favorite. Justin Thomas. On the girls' side, I like Nelly Korda. She's really good. That's weird. It says 180 for a second, and it goes to 144. If I had to pick a foursome for my team, I'd go Kate, myself. Then I'd go probably Catherine Reynolds. She golfs. She's our director of basketball operations. And then I would probably go Coach Raina because she's pretty good at golf and she's super funny. So she'd be good entertainment on the course.
A lot of people, they now want cars from you. Will you be able to deliver?
Cars, because my Buick deal?
Yeah.
I don't know about cars. I was joking with one of our managers. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get you a minivan. I think you'd be really cute driving a minivan, but no, I wish I got a car. I got them all headphones though with my Bose deal, which was fun. They all love those. So we're all gonna have matching headphones going to the tournament.
What shoe have you not rocked that you want to rock? You come back in, long game, into the locker room, you can crush any meal. What are you picking?
Chicken parm, pasta, and a big glass of chocolate milk.
Here's a list of the shows and movies Caitlyn Clark watches on Netflix.
All right, your Netflix queues up. What are we watching?
Okay, so season 4 of You just came out.
Oh.
Outer Banks is about to come out, but also the new show about the PGA Tour is about to come out where they were behind the scenes of the PGA Tour all of last year, so I'm super excited about that one on Netflix.
Outer Banks, isn't that like a romance?
Yes, it's a cheesy high school show basically, but that's kind of like what I like.
Yeah, well, we had Dawson's Creek. Did you ever hear that one?
I don't know if I've ever seen that, but like my favorite show of all time is One Tree Hill.
Oh, okay,
Did you
same
watch
thing.
that? Yeah, basketball. You got the love, romance, high school drama. I remember, like, that was my favorite show.
I love watching Netflix when I have downtime or just chilling. When I have time, like cooking meals at home or baking. You know, I grew up with my mom, who's a super good cook, so I learned some things from her.
Music.
Okay.
What are you bumping to when you're warming up?
Okay, this is probably gonna be surprising to a lot of people, but I go more like calm music when I'm like warming up because I'm already so like amped and juiced for the game that I don't need to keep adding to it. So I'm going more like calm music, like country music is usually what I pick. You know, it's not like super slow. It's not like I'm trying to go to sleep, but it's like, you know, you're not getting more amped than you already are.
Is there a food you have to like stay away from?
Honestly, not really. I'm not a very picky person. I don't like mushrooms. I don't like anything like super fancy. Like I kind of just like the basics, but I don't know. I'm not picky really. I'll eat basically anything.
We're not going to make it here unless you come and help us.
I know the mindset of the players that I have the opportunity and honor to coach, and they want to win. Fun is winning.
Appreciate everything that they've done, and for them to have this moment too and be a part of it, like it's just super cool.
Cheryl Miller has 3 Indiana Fever teams under her belt.
So we're here at the WNBA All-Star Game. She's the head coach of Team WNBA. All right, you got 3 Fever players on your team. Caitlyn Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston. You've been able to watch these guys from afar.
Yeah.
What's your perspective been of how they've been trending and just them individually as well?
I will say one thing. I did not count on their basketball IQ being that high. I knew it was high, obviously, because they play at this level.
Indiana has a promising future ahead, with lots of potential for success.
But it's one thing to know knowledge, it's another thing to talk about and speak and then put it into pieces and places. But it was a great collaboration with all the players, but Indiana has a very, very bright future.
For being how young they are, too.
Basketball IQ isn't just about knowing the game. It's about learning and improving quickly.
That basketball IQ speaks volumes.
It not only speaks volumes, it's one thing to be young and they're learning how to play the game and they're learning about their mistakes and how to correct them faster. And so they're making those game, in-game and out-of-game adjustments.
Cheryl is confident that they will mature and improve as they continue playing.
The only thing I see that's going to happen the older they get is how to stop the run sometimes and how to change, the momentum during games. But this is not a team people want to play because not only are they getting better, but they're confident and they show no fear. They're fearless.
Yeah, we love that. That's probably what contributed to them having such a successful end to that first half.
From the players' perspective, it's going to be a fiercely competitive game between the WNBA and the USA team.
All right, now we're going to transition to tomorrow, Team USA. All right, it's not just your regular year, it's an Olympic year. The intensity is high. That's what we heard from the players earlier. What's your mindset going in?
My mindset is their mindset. So it's all fun and games until the ball is tossed up. And then it's on, and these guys are competitors at both ends, and we're just going to go out there and give it a great show.
Here's Caitlyn's perspective on Cheryl Miller.
What's a Cheryl Miller practice like?
Gosh, I love Cheryl. I love her brother too. He's awesome, obviously, a pacer too.
We were in a little commercial together, so I love their family. They're just awesome people. And one of the best that's ever played the game. So I've known Cheryl for a little while now. I think her energy, that's what I love about her. Like, it's just contagious, and it's fun. Like, I called her coach and she was like, I don't know about that yet. You'll have to see how I do during the game. So, no, but it's super fun. And then obviously Andy Myers drives out too. Getting to be around those two people that have done so much for the game.
It means a lot to Caitlyn to have the opportunity to be coached by Cheryl Miller.
For me, it's super special. Like, there's still two people that I really look up to and idolize and appreciate everything that they've done, and for them to have this moment too and be a part of it, like, it's just super cool.
Here's Christy Side's perspective on 3 Indiana Fever players being coached by Cheryl Miller.
3 of your players, I mean, the talk of the weekend has been where your organization is trending, where these players and their chemistry is trending. They're here, they put on a show. It should be fun tonight. What's that mean to you as a coach?
Yeah, just what you said, just the future of the Fever. It's incredible. I mean, to have these 3 here, and then what we have that are at home. Just some unbelievable young talent, and that's just fun for the future.
Especially so young, to get this experience with other great players in the WNBA.
Being around veterans helps them gain valuable experience.
For sure, to be around some of these vets and just to hear their experiences and give them some advice on like what it took, and to be on these teams that are the top teams in our league. So it's just good for them to be around these guys and just get that good advice.
This is the start of your break. Why did you feel it was so important to be here and support them?
Oh gosh, I mean, these 3 guys, playing in this game, I mean, wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I hated I missed Kelsey last night in the skills challenge. We had a event last night, a funeral yesterday in Indy that I had to be at, but glad she was able to, pick it up for Erica Wheeler, who couldn't be here, and that was just an exciting. Glad she got to do that and represent the people.
Seems like the growing chemistry of Caitlyn and Aaliyah might be an example of what's to come for everything else for everybody on that roster with this upcoming break. How much have you seen the team chemistry begin to transform to where you like it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes with the wins and just early some of the same actions that were happening before. We just weren't on the same page. It takes time to build that chemistry on the court, and so now you've had games and you've had practice, and so now that they've had that opportunity, you're seeing what they're capable of doing, and then it's just surface level right now.
You've had a couple days to decompress after this first 26 games of the season. Just what's your biggest takeaway from the first 26?
It's pretty incredible, Chloe. Just the games that we played with the fans in the stands. I mean, just playing in front of sold out arenas every night, even in the preseason, even in our games early, to play in front of fans like that, it's just so awesome that these players are getting that opportunity.
How does Cheryl Miller approach tonight's game?
How do you approach tonight's game in the sense of, like, it's an all-star game, but obviously this game means a lot for Team USA to get ready for the Olympics, as you know. And I'm sure obviously you want to win, as you mentioned yesterday, but it's not just a typical all-star game you've seen in years past.
It really wasn't, as we were talking about yesterday. And then watching the men today against Sudan, it got real, like real. So with that being said, I know the mindset of the players that I have the opportunity and honor to coach, and they want to win. Fun is winning. And that's the general consensus. So we're going to put the best product out there. I certainly want to get everybody a great look. And I think that's only fair because they deserve that. And then after that, they basically dictate it. If they want to go for the juggler, they'll go for the juggler. And that means for some of the players sacrificing their minutes. The teams that I've coached, period, compared to this team? Yes. Oh my gosh. I mean, these are the greatest players in the world. And when you have the greatest players in practice, and I'm coming in fresh and hot and new, and the game is so different than when I coached from the college level, and even from when I coached the Mercury. They are so invested in the game and so knowledgeable. Their basketball IQs are off the charts, and they're basically going to be coaching themselves. So that's the biggest difference. And again, like I said yesterday, it's the collaboration amongst all of them, each other, and just working it out and what they want to do.
How cool is it to coach Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark as they make their All-Star debuts, and how will you continue to teach them like the lessons in the game?
Here's the most significant lesson Cheryl Miller has given to Caitlyn Clark.
I think the biggest lesson that I can share with them is to stand back and be of service in the best way I can. I speak when I'm spoken to. I try to give them the best answers that I can and let them be themselves. And again, coaching is so it's easy for me now because I understand what the players need and looking ahead. It's not just what they're doing on the court, it's off the court. I understand that for young players, it's important for them to establish, and I hope I'm answering your question, their brand. But basketball and brand, it's beyond that. And I don't want them to lose sight of what's really, truly important, and that's the love of the game and how and why they started playing with this round thing and how that made them feel. I never want them to lose sight of that. And I hope I answered your question.
Miller offers her insights on the all-star team dynamics.
What's your perspective been of how they've been trending and just them individually as well?
I will say one thing. I did not count on their basketball IQ being that high. I knew it was high, obviously, because they play at this level.
She emphasizes the importance of collaboration for success.
But it's one thing to know knowledge, it's another thing to talk about and speak and then put it into pieces and places. But it was a great collaboration with all the players.
Cheryl believes Indiana's future in women's basketball is very bright.
But Indiana has a very, very bright future.
For being how young they are, too, that basketball IQ speaks volumes.
It not only speaks volumes, it's one thing to be young, and they're learning how to play the game, and they're learning about their mistakes and how to correct them faster.
Rookies must master stopping the run and shifting game momentum.
And so they're making those game, in-game and out-of-game adjustments. The only thing I see that's going to happen the older they get is how to stop the run sometimes and how to change, the momentum during games.
The players are improving, showing confidence and fearlessness.
This is not a team people want to play because not only are they getting better, but they're confident and they show no fear. They're fearless.
It's all fun until the ball is tossed up. Then it's game time.
My mindset is their mindset. So it's all fun and games until the ball is tossed up. And then it's on. And these guys are competitors at both ends. And we're just going to go out there and give it a great show.
This wave of momentum reflects the journey of women's basketball.
So do you think that with your team this year is in the same position to do that globally for the WNBA brand?
I mean, I think it's been happening, prior even to this team. This momentum, this wave, that we're feeling, it has been sort of this kind of journey for women's basketball to get the attention that it is, getting at this point. So I think we mirror what's happening, obviously in the WNBA. And, I think hopefully this team can uphold, sort of the culture and the level of success and compete. But I don't necessarily know that this team is going to be, the team that changes things. I think we're continuing to, be on that upward trajectory, and this team has absolutely been a part of that.
Hey, Coach, what does it tell you about the overall talent right now in women's basketball that, you've got the best team chosen in the world to play the Olympics, and then you just got beaten by a group of people in the NBA who seem to be just as talented?
In the NBA, it felt like we were guarding somebody from the NBA tonight, but I think we know this. Everybody in this room, you're here because you've been watching women's basketball. I assume you're not new to it, right? So the depth. We've said this for years.